It's me again. It is 8:45-ish in Las Vegas. I just came back from the festival. This was the first time that I stayed until it closed. Not a great idea, because so the festival closes at 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't get on the bus out until 7, and then the driving took time. The reason being was that my stop is the Tropicana, and it's like all the way down. Like when they have you leave on the shuttles out of the festival, they have the line, and the end of the line is the Tropicana, and then the one after that, which is I don't know where, even worse. So they were like loading up all the stops. Like they were giving each person like 3 buses, the ones at the end, but then anyway, that's a really long and weird story. So I gotta say, I almost dehydrated myself again. Yeah, I did that. I'm so smart. I made it to the festival this time. When the security guy was looking at my passport, I don't know if he was doing a double take because my passport says I'm 27 or because of my photo. But he let me in, so it's all good. Right, what next? So it took an hour and a half just to get on the shuttle there because the line is so long, but it's always super long on the Friday. I know to expect that. Usually you can just walk right on the Saturday into Sunday because a lot of people, well, the Friday this year was really stacked. There was a lot of people. Excision was there. Excision's a really big, it's like dubstep, hardstyle, a little bit of that. Dead Mouse was there. Above and Beyond was there. A lot of, I think Millennium was today. Yesterday. I don't know. There's a lot of people wearing Millennium stuff if he wasn't playing. Anyway. Then that took like 2 hours just to get in, so I arrived there right after 11, and I had a free water, so. But then I was like, then I went to the trance stage, which it's too big actually. It's only at, whenever I went there, it was only at like 30% capacity. They don't, you might see it later if you look at the videos. But last year it was just like some square struts, and it was like 1/3 of the size, but they expanded it. They moved it to the back of the speedway, and they made it bigger. They made it into a mega structure like they have for ASOT in Miami. Well, actually, the mega structure this year was for the Resistance stage, but anyway, that you don't know anything about that. But it was so cold that I was gonna die. It was really windy and it was really cold at the same time, so I was gonna die. So I had to leave, and I had to go to the merchandising place to buy a sweatshirt. That's how cold it was, and it wasn't just me. It was like all the people. Well, not everybody. There was some who just sucked it up, and I think that the medical tent was like giving out those. They're like the aluminum things you wear in the desert, so you don't. It's like if you've ever seen Looney Tunes back in action and they're in the desert where after they go to Walmart and they have the aluminum sleeping bags, it's like that, but as a sheet. So a lot of people had those. And so you got to the merchandising tent and they were running out of everything because everyone needed to buy a sweater, so they were out of all the EDC sweaters. So the other hoodie they had was an A$AP Rocky hoodie, so they sold out of those. And then, so this girl next to me, she wasn't even buying a hoodie, she was buying a t-shirt, and she got upset because, see, they have the shirts hung up on mannequins on the wall, like on hangers, and some of the people were selling the stuff on the mannequins when they weren't supposed to. So she was like, "Oh, I want the one that's on the mannequin," because it was a medium. She needed a medium. She couldn't wear a small, and she was just buying a t-shirt. And so they started selling things off the mannequins. So there's only like a couple of long sleeves left, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it has a robot on it. I don't know this DJ at all, but at least it has a robot on it. Whoa, hang on, I accidentally. It's a medium, so it's too big on me. But that was the good thing because they were out of smalls, so all they had left was larges, and so he had to get the medium one off the wall, which he wouldn't have done if that girl hadn't been like, "Oh yeah, you gotta take them off the wall now." And I was like, so I was feeling pretty bad from being dehydrated again. And I was like, oh my gosh, my credit card worked. Because I only brought $20. I don't usually buy merchandise at the festival or ever. So then I was like, well, good, my credit card worked. So I can leave. Like, I can go get a taxi or something and go back to the hotel. Because you can't leave on the shuttles till 3 a.m. That's the rules. But then I was like, you know what? If I sit down, I'll be fine. And I did. I just walked over, put the sweater on, and I went back to the trance stage. And behind the trance, well, I guess in front of it actually, is artificial grass. And it's blue. It has artificial grass, and there's like these little cubes they're half filled with water, and they had little lights in them. And behind it is an art installation called Pixel Forest. So the front of it is just a bunch of lights, and they have like a pixelated video display on it. So I just sat there for it was oh no, but the line at the merchandising tent was an hour long. That was fun. That was really fun. And then they closed the cache I was in the line for, so I had to like scoot over to the other line so that I didn't have to stand there on the fourth line like a dum-dum, not going anywhere. Anyways, then I went back over to the other side, and the DJ was I forget who it was. And I know the next one was Very Corson as Goriella, and then it was that was the one. And then I got up and I left. Next door to the trance stage was Circuit Grounds, which is like main stage version 2, and Above and Beyond was there, so I just went up to the VIP section there. And then after Above and Beyond was Gareth Emery, and I had intended to leave after Gareth Emery, but then I was like, you know what, I feel fine, I'm not tired, I'll go back over to the trance stage, and I'll watch that set till I decide to leave. And that was Gen Tech, which is Mark Sherry and Scott Project. Mark Sherry's been around forever. And that was pretty good. It was like techno. It's sort of a techno underground trance fusion. The thing about the trance stage though is it is still really bare bones. Like all the other stages have video screens and stuff. This one just had a circular O, and in the middle of the O was the DJ booth. But it was like, I don't know, 30 feet off the ground, so you can't even see the DJ unless you're not standing on the rail. So nobody was standing on the rail except me. I like to stand on the rail because I close my eyes. And if I don't have the rail, then I'll just wander all over the place with my eyes closed. It's just not a good look. So then I stayed there way longer than I intended to. And at the end of it, Mark Sherry was throwing bracelets. He didn't actually throw one in my direction because he couldn't see me. And everybody was mostly standing to the center, and I was standing more to the left. So someone actually came over and gave me one. And then one of the the security guards on the other side of the fence, I guess they didn't see I got one already because I was wearing the sweater, so all my stuff was under the sleeve. So then I took the bracelet, I gave it to somebody else. And then I got in line for the shuttle. And as I already said, it was 2 hours. And that sucked. And then I went back to the hotel. And I didn't even sleep on the bus this time. Probably because it was broad daylight. Lots of other people were there. And then when I got to the hotel, everybody from the festival was going to Starbucks. But I didn't want to go to Starbucks because I didn't want a coffee right now. It's bedtime. I went to, there's 2 pastry selling places next to the elevators that I have to take up to my room. Because in these hotels, these big, there's several sets of elevators. So I'm in the Empire State Building tower. So I have to go on the certain set of elevators. And then if you're staying in the Chrysler Tower, you go to the other set of elevators. I'm on the 27th floor. Not the highest, but it's pretty high. Did pretty good. And I bought a honey dip donut, and it better be better than Tim Hortons. And I gave that lady a $20 bill. That poor lady. You know what I really hate about American dollars? Is every time I get rid of the ones, they hand me 6 more of them. I brought, it was $9 or $10 in $1 bills back to Canada last year, and I brought them back here, and I spent them at the Burger King at the airport, and then I came here today and I bought pizza, and they gave me more $1 bills, and they give you pennies here. What am I supposed to do with these pennies? What do you want me to do with these? I'm gonna find a fountain and pitch them all in. I don't even remember what I did with them last time. You probably would like to see my donut. Oh, it's got a waxy on it. That's on the floor now. There it is. I didn't want to like a complicated donut. It's 9 in the morning. That's a very sugary thing. I'm gonna put it in the water glass now. Yeah, I didn't actually get to wear this shirt that much because I was dying. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna leave even later today though. I forget who's playing tonight, but I did want to see a DJ that's on at 9, but I don't want to leave at 7. It's not good. I can't stay at the festival that long. It's a great festival and I love it, but it's hard on you to be standing, because I was standing for 12 hours almost. Okay, that's a lie. I was standing for more like 6 hours. Maybe 7 or 8 hours. So that's a lot of standing in one day, especially when it's super cold and stuff. And now this video is 14 minutes long, so if you watched all that, thumbs up.